Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastama Vishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. A quick recap. The last and the previous classes we have seen that Varnamala is classified into vowels and consonants, and we have seen vowels. Now we are learning consonants, and consonants, we know that there are 33 consonants. They are called Vyanjanani. Vyanjanani means consonants. And they have got another technical name, Halaha, a short term to represent Vyanjanam. Vyanjanani. Vyanjanani is plural. Consonants. Vyanjanam, consonant. And these consonants we have seen that they are classified into 3 categories. The first category consists of class consonants. Class meaning group. So each class has 5 consonants. And you can see the classification based on the place of pronunciation. It's a beautiful way of classifying. Classifying based on the Ucharana sthanam, the position, the place. So 5 class consonants starting from the Kavarga, that is the class beginning with the letter Ka. The first class has throat as its place of pronunciation. Therefore, the first class is called gutturals. The second class are called palatals because they are pronounced with the help of the palate. And the third class is called cerebrals, where the tongue touches the roof of the mouth. And the fourth class are called dentals. And the fifth class, which we have to see today, they are called labials. So the consonants are grouped based on the pronunciation, the place of pronunciation. Therefore, 5 class consonants, each class consisting of 5, therefore 25 class consonants. They are called Varga Vyanjanani. Varga meaning group. So therefore they are called group consonants or class consonants. So out of 33, 25 are class consonants. Now the left out 8 consonants, they are classified into semi-vowels, which are called Antastaha, and they are 4 in number, and sibilants, that also 4 in number. So 4 semi-vowels and 4 sibilants, and the sibilants are further classified into hard aspirate and soft aspirate. 3 hard aspirates and 1 soft aspirate. This is the general classification of consonants. So when we learn the letter, we should know the property. The property is, the mainly here is, now what we are learning is the place, what the letter is, whether it is a consonant or a vowel, and what is its place of pronunciation. And in the case of consonants, we talk about Mahaprana, Alpaprana, that is aspirate, non-aspirate, all those things, and hard consonants, soft consonants, we are going to see that. And in the case of vowels, we see whether it is a simple vowel or a conjunct vowel, etc. So these are the properties of the letters. These are important to know, because we will be using these properties all the way when we study the language. So therefore the basics are very important. Many people, because of the lack of basic knowledge, they struggle when they study the language later. So the basics are important. So up to this, we know the classification. Then the 5 class consonants we have started seeing. First 4 classes we have seen. The first 4 classes we have seen. The first class is called Kavarga. The second class, Chavarga. Third class, Tavarga. Fourth class, Tavarga. And fifth class, Pavarga. And all these class have got a technical name also. All these classes have a technical name, represented by the very letter, the first letter of the class. For example, Kavarga is known by the name Kuhu. Shavarga by the Chuhu. So Ku, Chu, Tu, Tu, Hu. These are the technical names. So all these technical names are also important. Achaha, Alaha, and Kuhu, Chuhu, Tuhu, Tuhu, Puhu. These are important. Then the first class we have seen, they are gutturals. They are gutturals because they are pronounced from the throat. And the consonants of this class are Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. These 5 letters. 5 letters of the first class. The first letter is non-aspirate, Alpa Prana. No excessive effort is required to expel air from the mouth. They are called Alpa Prana, in English non-aspirate. Where huge amount of air is expelled from the mouth when you pronounce a letter, then it is Mahaprana. Prana is air, the Vayu. The Vayu which is expelled from the mouth based on the quantity of air. They are called Alpa and Maha. Alpa Prana, Mahaprana. Non-aspirate, aspirate. So the first letter of all the class consonants, all the classes, first letter will be Alpa Prana. Second letter will be Mahaprana. Third letter will be Alpa Prana. Fourth letter will be Mahaprana. And fifth letter will be Alpa Prana. This is common for all the class consonants, common arrangement. So, if I ask you what are the aspirate letters of the first class, we should say Kha and Gha. Second, letter and the fourth letter. The remaining 1, 3, 5, first letter, third letter, and the fifth letter, they are Alpa Prana. And the fifth letter of all the class consonants, they are nasal. In addition to their respective place of pronunciation, they also have the application of the usage of the nose. Therefore, they are called nasal. For example, in this class, ka, kha, ga, gha, na. Na is guttural plus nasal, throat plus nose. So therefore, fifth letter of all the classes are nasals also. This we need to remember. So this is the first class. Then the second class we saw, which are talavya, meaning palatals. They are pronounced by the tongue touching the palate, the middle portion of the mouth. They are called palatals. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. This is its ucharanam. Whatever we said for the first class, the same thing is applicable here also. The first letter is non-aspirate, second letter aspirate, third letter non-aspirate, fourth letter aspirate, and fifth letter is non-aspirate. And fifth letter also nasal. This class also we have seen. Then the next class, which is called cerebrals, murdhanya, where the tongue touches the roof. The tongue is curly or folded and touching the roof. And whatever the sound comes, they are called cerebrals. Murdhanyaha in Saṃskṛtam. And what are the letters? Ta, tha, da, dha, na. These are the letters of this class. And the next class, which is the fourth class, they are called dentals. In Saṃskṛtam, it is called dantyaha, where the tongue touches the base of the upper teeth. And whatever the sound comes, they are called dentals. So they are ta, tha, da, dha, na. This is its ucharanam. Later we are going to see read the letters and all, where the ucharanam you will see. It's important. Saṃskṛtam means ucharanam. Without ucharanam, there is no Saṃskṛtam. Pronunciation is very important. Not only from the language point of view, even from the any prayer point of view also. Any prayer you do, any Vedika Prarthana, Vedic prayer, or any shloka you read, Ucharanam is very important. So up to this we saw in the last class. Now the continuing, the next class is the fifth class. They are called labials. From the very word labial, you know, where the application of the lips are involved. The lips are rounded, or the application of the lips in pronouncing the letters. Therefore, they are called labials. What are the letters? The first letter is Pa, without the lips touching each other. Without the lips touching each other, you cannot pronounce the letter Pa. Therefore, they are called labials. I said rounding the lips, keeping in mind the vowel. The vowel U is pronounced by rounding the lips. The vowel U, they are labials. So labials means that which have the application of the lips in pronouncing the letter. So here, the consonants you will find the lips touch each other. Pa. The second letter is Pa, Mahaprana, aspirate. The third letter is Ba. The fourth letter, Bha, Mahaprana. Fifth letter is labial plus nasal. That is lips plus nose. Ma. So Pa, Pha, Ba, Bha, Ma. These are the five letters. And the first letter is Pa, therefore it is called Pavargaha, otherwise called Puhu. Puhu is a technical name. Now, how to write this Pa? It's very simple to write. This is Pa. I can show you how to write the letter Pa. You need to practice writing and getting familiar with the forms and the pronunciation. If you are totally new to the language and don't know the script, it's very important. Even if you have a Saṃskṛta, the Hindi background, then you need to note. In the Ucharanam of the letter, there may not be difference, but in the reading the word, there is a lot of difference between Hindi and Saṃskṛta. So therefore, you also have to write if you have Hindi background. And Tamil background, of course, they need to do. This is the first letter, Pa. The second one is Pa, Mahaprana. You can see it looks like something like a swastik symbol. This is Pa. This is not Fa. Fa is there in Hindi. Hindi we say Fal. Fal means fruit. But in Saṃskṛtam it is not Fa. It is Pa only. We have Fa, but we will talk about that later. That is that is there only for a specific under specific condition, a specific a form will get that pronunciation that we will see later. This letter it is Pa only. We say Palam, Drishta Palam, Adrishta Palam. It is not Phalam or Phal. It is Pa. The first letter is Pa, the second letter is Pa, Mahaprana. So if you are saying Fa for Saṃskṛtam, you need to correct that. It is Pa, Mahaprana. How to write this? This is also simple. You can see it is similar to the first letter, and after that there is an extension to the right of the vertical stroke. Then you get the form Pa. And all the Varna you will have a horizontal stroke at the top. That is invariably there in all the letters. That horizontal stroke sometimes it is optional also, but generally we put the horizontal stroke at the top. That is you can see the stroke number 4. Now this is the second letter. Then the next letter is Ba. Just say Ba. So you can see the first stroke is a round stroke, and there is a stroke inside. That is stroke number 2, and one vertical stroke and one horizontal stroke. This is Ba. How to write this? The next one is Ba. So Ba and Pa. Please understand the difference between Pa and Ba. In Tamil we say Badma Badma. It is not Badma. It is Padma. It is Pa. But we say Badma. Ba, if you say this is Ba. But the actual letter is Pa. Padma. Padma means lotus. So, therefore, the first letter, Pa, what we saw, that Pa, Padma means Pa. Similarly, Deepa is there. Deepa is Pa, not Deeba. It's not Ba. If it is Ba, then this is the letter, what you see in the screen. That is not the one. Deepa is the first letter. Similarly, Deepika is there. Deepika, that D and DP, and that is first letter. Not this one, not Deepika. Deepika. So Pa and Ba, we need to know when to use what. It depends, purely depends on the pronunciation. If your pronunciation is Padma, then you have to use Ba. But it is not, the word is actually Padma only. Padma Jayate iti Padmaja. That which is born from the lotus is called Padma. Who is that? Lakshmi. So Padmaja iti. Then this is Alpa Prana. Then the Mahaprana. That is aspirate component of this is Bha. It is Mahaprana Bha. Like the pronunciation in the word Bharat, Bharatam, Mahabharatam, Bha. That is Mahaprana Bha. So Ba, Bha. Ba is Alpa Prana, Bha is Mahaprana. So this is Bha. And Bhagya Lakshmi, the word, the name is that Bhagya Lakshmi. This is Ba. It is not Bhagya Lakshmi. It is Bha, Mahaprana, Bhagya, Bhagya. Okay. So Mahaprana, Bha. The next one is simple, which is when you utter these letters, you can observe how the position of the tongue is. The position of the tongue is the tongue touches the lips. Therefore, they are called labials. They come under the category of labials. The next letter is lips plus nose. It is lips plus nose. It is ma. It is ma. Similar to bha, but there is a difference. Similar to ma, sorry, bha, but there is a slight difference is there. You can see how to write stroke number 1, and you have to do the turning, stroke number 2 and 3 and 4. So how to write this? It's simple. Simple to write. Say in the same way how you write this bha, the same way you need to write this also. This is ma. Ma, we know the many words are there. We use Mahalakshmi, ma, Mata, ma. So this is the fifth letter of this class, which involves the usage of the lips and the nose. Therefore, the pronunciation is ma. So these are the 5 class consonants. So each class and its Ucharanam and its Ucharanasthanam, all these things we have seen. So you should be able to identify the letters and their sound, associated sound. So with this, these class consonants are completed. Now after class consonants, what will come? Semi-vowels. How many semi-vowels? 4. That is what we are going to see now. The semi-vowels part. For that also we need to know the the place of pronunciation and other things. So a quick recap of consonants. Consonants are classified into three: Varga Vyanjanani, which are 25, that is class consonants, semi-vowels 4, and Sibilants also 4, which are classified into hard aspirate and soft aspirate. This is a general classification we have seen. And in this, the first classification, class consonants, we have seen. Now the next one is semi-vowels. Okay, it's just same thing, the recap what we saw. So this is a summary of the class consonants. Ka, kha, ga, gha. Within bracket, the English letters are given, but I would recommend you don't depend on the transliteration. You purely listen to the sound and practice. Don't depend on the English transliteration. Even when you are totally new to learning the language, don't depend on the transliteration. Listen and then repeat, practice. So these are the 25 letters we have seen. So now,
Guruji, I have a doubt.
yeah.
The different n's that are coming in the end of each, how to compare it with the Tamil letter so that we can easily pronounce it.
The
For
third
example, the
letter na is Munusuri Nakara. And the
first.
third class na is Munusuri Nakara in Tamil. Third class. And the fourth class na is Rendusuri.
Okay.
Okay. So third class is Tavarga. Munusuri na, if you even in Tamil, if you say Munusuri na is cerebral. And Rendusuri na is dental. Okay. So na, that's a difference. Gana, okay. Gana na antwa ganapatihum hava mage, even gana na. Two nas are there. One is dental, first one is cerebral, other one is dental. The word ganapati, you say ganapati, ga na. When you say na, the tongue should touch the roof. If you say otherwise, if you say gana, it's difficult. The tongue, it has to touch the roof only. Ganapati. The tongue cannot touch the base of the upper teeth because it is not dantya, it is not dental. Even if you try to say, you won't get Ganapati sound. You know the word is, the pronunciation is Ganapati. And if you try to say, use the tongue touching the base of the upper lip, then you will not get the sound and you won't be able to do it because you know this already the sound Ganapati. This is how you can do it. Understand?
Yes, yes. Also about the first and second class, comparing it to the Tamil.
The first class is ka na, the same as the Tamil one. Na. Like the word nangal. Na is that is a na.
Okay,
Ka na.
okay.
The second one is the other Jnanam.
Yanam. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Kanchi. That
Yes. Yeah, got it, Guruji. Thank you.
yeah, you can know, but you don't depend on that for pronunciation or for even for reading.
Okay, thank you.
Because we have got one more also. We are going to see that later as a conjunct consonant. And for that, there is no Tamil equivalent. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
Now the summary of the place of pronunciation. This knowledge is very important. Please note this. That which are marked in red color, first letter of all the classes, and the third letter of all the classes, and the fifth letter of all the classes. That is ka, cha, ta, ta, pa, ga, ja, da, da, bha, sorry, ba, na, nya, na, ma. These are alpa prana, non-aspirate. Then the second letter of all the classes and the fourth letter of all the classes. Kha, cha, tha, tha, pa, gha, jha, dha, dha, bha. These are Mahaprana, aspirate. This is one way of looking at the consonants. We are going to see the same consonant in another way also. Later, we are going to see. So this is important to be remembered. You need to remember this. And the first class is guttural, second class palatal, third class cerebrals, fourth class dental, fifth class labial. So having seen this, now the next one is we need to see the, okay, one more slide is before seeing that. All these things already I explained. Just now I said 1 and 3, the first letter of all the class consonants and the third letter of all the class consonants, they are alpa pranaha. And the second and the fourth are called mahapranaha. And the fifth letter happens to be both alpa prana as well as nasal, anunasika. So you can remember the Saṃskṛta word also, alpa pranaha. You won't be able to read the Saṃskṛta word now, but ALPA PRANAH, that you can read alpa pranaha. Similarly, mahapranaha, MAHA PRANAH, mahapranaha. So first and third alpa pranaha, second and fourth mahapranaha, fifth one is it is alpa prana and also anunasika. Anunasika means nasal. Anunasika means nasal. ANUNASIKA. Anunasika. And you see the English alphabet having dots or the stroke at the top. These are the transliteration standard according to the international standard transliteration. This is how it should be written if it is written in English. So fifth letter of all the classes, alpa prana and anunasika. Anunasika means nasal. You can remember that also. It's a technical word. Nasika means nose. Anunasika means along with the nose. In addition to the main place of pronunciation, nose also is involved. Therefore, it is called anunasika. Okay. Then, for uttering the second and the fourth letter of all the classes, all the class consonants, we need to breathe out more air. Therefore, they are called mahapranaha. We know it. The first and third letter of the class consonants are called alpa pranaha, non-aspirate. Less air is breathed out. The last letter of all the classes is uttered with the help of nose along with the respective place of pronunciation of the consonant. Therefore, it is called anunasika. Anu is dental. Okay. He asked the question of somebody. Anu, it is dental. You try to say anunasika. The tongue will has to touch the base of the upper teeth. Anunasika. Not rounding the lips. Not touching the roof of the mouth. Anu, not anu. That anu is different. Anu means atom. Small. Anu. Here, anu is different. Anu, the nakara, if it is cerebral, anu meaning atom. Anu, the nakara, if it is dental, it means following along with. That is the meaning. So anunasika is along with the nose, followed by the nose. So it means there must be an important or main place of pronunciation, and nose follows. Nose also. Therefore, it's called anunasika. Okay. So up to this we have seen. Now we are going to see semi-vowels. Semi-vowels are called in Saṃskṛtam antasthaha. Ante tishtati. They stand in between the vowels and the consonants. Therefore, they are called semi-vowels. They are neither purely vowels nor purely consonants. Therefore, it is called semi. Antaha. Antaha is in between. Antastaha. What are they? The first one. Ya. Ya. Ra. La. And Va. Ya. Ra. La. Va. Again, I repeat. Ya. Ra. La. Va. Then how to write this? Ya, ra, la, va. Remember the sound. Now, the first one is ya. It's easy to write. Like in the word yatra or yaga or yajna or in the word yamini, this ya is the letter, the sound of the letter ya is there. And its ucharanam is palatal. Its sound is palatal. The tongue touches the palate. Yeah. So therefore, semi-vowels, the first letter is palatal. And one more thing is, this ya is alpa prana only, not mahaprana. We can easily distinguish between alpa prana and mahaprana. We say ya only. Whereas when you say a mahaprana letter, gha, dha, you can see the difference. Yeah, there is no that much effort involved. Yeah, therefore it is alpa prana. All the semi-vowels are alpa prana. You can note all these semi-vowels are alpa prana. And ya is alpa prana and palatal. The sound is produced by the tongue touching the palate. So, how to write this? How to write this we have seen. Yeah. The next letter is Ra. Ra. You try to say the letter Ra and see where the tongue touches when you pronounce that. Where do the tongue touch? Anyone? When you say Ra, where the tongue touch?
Cerebral.
Cerebral. It touches the roof of the mouth. Rama, Ramesh, Aravinda, all Ra Ra. Right? So the tongue touch the roof of the mouth. Ra. It is cerebral. Simple, easy to write. Simple letter. Ra. Is it alpa prana or maha prana? It is alpa prana. We don't have maha prana ra. So the next one is la. Say la. Ya, ra, la. Now, what could be its place of pronunciation?
Labial.
It is labial. The tongue touches the base of the upper teeth. It is labial. So it's easy to write. You can see how to write this. This is la. La is labial. So, ya is palatal, ra is cerebral, and la is labial. This is how it should be written. So, ya, ra, la. Now, the last semi-vowel is left out.
Guruji, it is a dantya or labial?
Oh, so sorry. Somebody said labial. I also got it. It is dantya. Sorry. Yeah, it's good. Somebody woke me up. Thank you. Did I say labial? Yes, it's a mistake. La, when you say the tongue touches the base of the upper teeth. Okay. It is dental, not labial. How can it be labial? There is no application of the lips.
Yeah.
Okay, like in the word Lalita, Lata, you say it and see that when you say Lata, that is not the lips touching each other, right? So it is dental, not labial. The labial is going to come. We are going to see. We are going to see the next one. That it is labial. Lips are involved. Okay. Thanks for that. Spotting that. Okay. So la is dental. Then the next one is va. What could be its place of pronunciation? Va.
Labial.
It is not only labial, yes, because that is only Tana left out now. And there is no guttural semi-consonant. Only four semi-vowels. Only there are four semi-vowels. Ya, ra, la, va. Okay. Ya is guttural. Ra is cerebral. And la is dental. The next one is va. Either it should be guttural or it should be labial. There is no guttural semi-vowel. So it cannot be guttural. Now, can it be labial? Va, va. Yes, it is labial, but not only labial. You try to say va. It's not teeth involved. Va, teeth also involved. So therefore, it is dental as well as labial. Application of teeth as well as nose. If you see the person having no teeth, if they say va, the va may not be clear because teeth also involved. So it is the combination of two places of pronunciation. It is combination of the two places of pronunciation, teeth as well as the lips. Therefore, dental plus labial. We try to say va and watch yourself. How do you say it? Va. Without the usage of the teeth, va is not complete. It is labial, but dental also. Dental plus labial. Both are there. Okay. Va. So these are the four semi-vowels. And note the difference between va and ba. Va and ba. How do you write ba? Ba also looks similar to va, but there is a small difference. This is va, you can see, and ba is written like this. There is a, sorry, there is a stroke in the middle, that is ba. So the difference between va and ba you have to note. Okay. So these are the four semi vowels. Under Ucharana Sthanam we have seen. The place of pronunciation is Ya is palate, therefore palatal. Ra is cerebral. And La is teeth, therefore dental. And Va is teeth and lips, dental plus labial. So Ya, Ra, La, Va. Then the next one, after semi-vowels, and all the semi-vowels are aspirate and non-aspirate. Alpaprana and Mahaprana. Alpaprana. There is no Mahaprana semi-vowels and there is no guttural semi-vowel. Okay.
Sir,
Then
I had a question.
Yes.
What is the difference between R of the consonants and R of the vowel?
It is not Ra, it is R.
R.
Okay.
Okay.
R, the vowel has got the consonant component also in its pronunciation. Because it cannot be totally classified as the consonant. So it is put under the category of the vowels.
Hmm.
Yes, you're right. R has got two components. Two components. One is vowel component. Other one is this consonant component. Two component means two parts are there. Two divisions. We call in Saṃskṛtam bhakti. Bhakti means not devotion. Ach bhakti, hal bhakti. So there, it is the repa, that is this ra, that component also is there in the r. In the advanced Vyakarnam, it is talked about.
Yes.
Some Vyakarna, some great rishis have talked about this, and therefore they say. And in Vyakarnam also, you will see when we do advanced topics, you will see the Sandhi and other topics. So you will see that r is something special, r as well as l.
Yes.
Both have got this, the consonant component also in its pronunciation. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
And ru, sometimes it is, some people, they pronounce as ru. It is not a ru. There is no rounding of lips. It's not make it a labial. R is cerebral only. Purely cerebral.
Okay.
Okay. It's a
Thank
good
you.
question. Yeah. And some people say it's a re. It is not a re also. When you say re, it becomes palate. R is cerebral. Then the next classification is Ushmanaha. From the very word Ushmanaha, you can guess, or the English word sibilants. English word sibilants you can take. Sibilants means what? That hissing sound is called sibilants. Like the snake hissing, that sound is called sibilants. So all the letters of this category is going to be have the sound of hissing. So the first letter is sha. Note the difference. Sha. This is sha. Like in the pronunciation of the word Shankara. I always use the word to distinguish the letter Shakara, saying Shankara Shakara. It means the Shakara which is pronounced in the word Shankara, that Shakara is what I am referring to. So, because there are so many Shakaras are there, we're going to see. And Chakara also is the consonant, the second class. Cha, 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 ja, ja. This is Sha. Okay. This is Sha, like in the word Shankara, Shankara, Shambhavi. So that is the letter. It is, you can see how to write this. This is Sha. Another way also you can write. Generally I write like that. I'll show you later. This is Sha. Okay, this is Sha. And you say Shankara, and you can see the position of the lip, the tongue, until what could be its place of pronunciation. You can guess by saying the word Shankara. You watch the pronunciation. What? Which one? Your mic has problem, Gabriel. It is not cerebral. It can't be cerebral. Do you say Shankara by the tongue touching the lips? Sorry, the roof. It is
Palatal?
palate. It is palatal. So it is palatal Shakara. Sha is palatal. So the semi-vowel ya is palatal. Similarly, the sibilants, the first letter Sha is palatal. Then the next one is The next one is sha, sha, sha. All these are okay. Sha, 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 and sha. The first one is palatal shakara. This is sha. Sha is like in the word shashti. Kanda shashti. Shashti. That sha is this sha. Not kanda shashti. We don't say shashti. Shashti. Shanmuka. Or in the word rishi. Rishi. Shanmukha. That is the word sha. So this what could be its Uchcharanasthanam?
Cerebral.
This is purely cerebral. Yes, it is cerebral. So understand the difference between Talavya Shakara and Murdhanya Shakara. That is palatal Shakara and cerebral Shakara. Talavya means palatal. Murdhanya is cerebral. This is similar to the letter Pa when you write and has got a stroke inside. That is Sha. If you miss a stroke inside, it will become Pa. So, need to note this. Sha. So, Sha, Sha. Okay. In Tamil, we have only one cha. The same cha is written sha, pronounced as shanmuka and all. But here, it's very specific letters are there, forms are there, and the sound also. Okay, this is cerebral. Now, palatal, cerebral. Both are over. The next one is sa. Sa, like in the word Saraswati. Saraswati namastubhyam. Sa. Sagara. Sarpa. So all these words. Samskara. That's sa. It is samsara. It is what its pronunciation, the place of pronunciation.
Dental.
It is dental. So it is purely dental. So sa. You can see how to write this sa. Sa. So sha, sha, sa. This is important. Sorry, there is some problem in writing, I think, in this. You can see that which is in white color at the top. That is sa. Okay. Yeah, this now it comes. This is sa. So dental sakara. Umaji, the song, what you sent me, I think Umaji is here in the class. The song, what you sent me, I could see some the mistakes in the pronunciation of this sibilants. I just wanted to tell you. So since
Oh.
you're
Okay, sir.
you're singing nicely. Yes, your voice is good and singing is good. But it's a Saṃskṛta shloka, right? Therefore, the
Okay.
Uchcharanam has to be proper. I saw
Oh.
in some place where it should be Sakara, I think you said Shakara. Therefore, this is important to be noted.
Okay, sir.
Sha, sha, sa. The Uchcharanam is very important.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I will correct myself.
In Tamil, suppose if Shankara is there, in Tamil you cannot say Sankara. If you say
Yes.
Sankara, the meaning will change. Like in Gita, Sankaro Naraka Yeva. We saw Sankara. In Bhagavad Gita, in the first chapter, Arjuna, he says Sankara. Sankara means their meaning is different. Not the Lord Shiva, Sankara.
Oh,
Sankara meaning confusion. Shankara is Lord Shiva
okay.
or Shankaracharya.
Okay,
So
sir.
Shankara, Sankara is different.
Oh.
Similarly, Sankata, Hara Chaturthi, not Shankata. Sankata is difficulty.
Different.
So
Okay.
it's very important.
Okay,
Shambhu,
sir.
not Sambhu. So when
Oh.
you sing Sha, suppose Shambhu can, if you become Sambhu, it becomes a problem.
Oh.
Even in the word Sakala, Shakala, both are opposite meaning.
Oh.
Shakala, Sakala.
Okay, sir.
One is the meaning of Shakala means whole, and Sakala becomes another meaning is if you say Sakala, it means parts. So Shakala, Sakala, the meaning is totally different.
Oh.
If you say Sakala, the meaning is different. If you say Shakala, the meaning is different. Okay, so the difference in the of pronunciation will give different, totally different meaning. So therefore, it's very important. Being a singer, yes, your
Okay,
singing
sir.
is good, but you
Thank you.
need to know
Thanks.
this important.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so just to note this. Sakala, I just saw Sakala, just Sakala and Chakala. I wanted to show that. Anyway, it's not coming out. Sakala meanings complete. Shakala is parts. So that is, and Shankara, Sankara, another example. So in all these examples, you can see the sound seems to be same, but not same. One is palate, other one is dental. Okay. So the three letters now. Sha, Sha, Sa. Sha, Sha, Sa. Sha is palatal, and Sha is cerebral, and Sa is dental. These are the three. We saw sibilants are classified into hard and soft. Remember, we saw the beginning itself, the classification. So these three are the hard aspirates. Aspirate means Mahaprana. Aspirate means Mahaprana. So these three are Mahaprana, no doubt about that. And they are hard. What is hard? We will see that later, going to come. Now the left one, the last one is Ha. Ha. It is pronounced from the throat. Therefore it is guttural. Ha. How to write this? Can see. Ha is like in the word Hari, Haraha, Hariharaha. It is not a. Remember, it is not the vowel a. That is different. Vowel a is different from ha. When you say a, the throat is contracted when you say the vowel a. Whereas here there is no contraction of the throat. Ha. You just expel air from the mouth. Ha. That is a sound here. Harihi. Okay, important to be noted. If you say a, that is the vowel a, where the contraction of the throat happens. Ari. And if you say Hari, both have got different meaning. Hari is the name of the Lord. Hari. Narayana. If it is a vowel a, Ari, Ari means enemy. So, if you change the pronunciation, the meaning will change. Change of pronunciation, the change of meaning. That's why Ucharanam is very important. Harihi, Om we say, not Arihi. Arihi means it's an enemy. So how can Hari can be an enemy? So therefore, this also important. So all the possible confusions also I'm telling so that you can be careful when you utter the letter. Like Sha, Sha important, and Ha important. So these places we can do mistakes. Now this consonant, the last consonant, and it is a sibilant. It is a guttural. It is guttural. And it is the soft aspirate. Yeah, see, sibilants are classified into hard and soft. The first three are hard. The last one is soft, we saw. And all the four are aspirates only, Mahaprana. All the four are Mahaprana. Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha. All the four are Mahaprana. Aspirate only. There is no Alpaprana sibilant. Please note. There is no Alpaprana sibilant. Ushmana Alpapranaha nasti. Nasanti. Ushmana Alpapranaha nasanti. And similarly, semi-vowels all are Alpaprana only. There is no Mahaprana semi-vowels. Okay, so with this, all the consonants are covered. All the consonants. This is Sha and Sha, Mudanya, Shakara. Then Sa, and the last one is Ha. Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha. And its place of pronunciation is Sha is palate, Sha is cerebrum, Sa is teeth, and Ha is throat, guttural. Okay. So these are the place of pronunciation of sibilants. With this, it is complete.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can you best pronounce the difference between sh and sh? Am I right in pronouncing
Which one?
sh and sh? That is the first two.
You seems to pronounce the same way both.
Okay. So how should be the difference?
Sha, when you say it is palatal, you see, watch your tongue where it touches. Sha. Say the word Shankara
Shankara,
or Shiva.
Shiva,
Then you can say the word Shashti.
Shashti. Okay. Shashti. Okay.
Shashti is the Titi. Shashti Titi. Panchami Shashti.
Yes.
So Shashti is, you have to fold your tongue to say that. Shanmukha,
Shanmukha.
Kartikeya, or Rishi, or Shat. Shat is 6. So,
Okay.
therefore, it is.
Thank you.
So it is cerebrum. Cerebrum.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, the place of pronunciation is given in this picture. You can see. Sorry. Number 1, guttural. Guttural is, that is a throat. Number 1, you can see here, this is number 1. And palatal, the palate. Number 2, and number 3, cerebral. The picture you can see where the position of the tongue, where the tongue should touch. And dental, number 4, the tongue touches above the upper lips. So 2, 3, 4 you can see. And the 5th one is lips. And the 6th one is nasal. So for the vowels and the consonants, these places of pronunciation is important. Okay. Any doubt in this? Anybody having doubts, please ask. So with this, the vowel consonants are covered. So next class, we can read actually. We can start reading simple letters where there is no combination of consonants and vowels. We can do reading practice. So next class onwards, we will start reading. So you can do the homework. I sent you the PDF file. I sent you the PDF file for practice. So you can take a printout of it and try and do practicing writing the letters and saying it loudly. Can you all hear me? Somebody said it's not audible.
Yes,
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 sir.
Guruji.
yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So with this, we can stop. If any doubts, you can ask. You can unmute your mic and ask
Guruji,
doubts. Yeah.
Arsha, the word Arsha, that is, Sh is, which is Sh?
What is Arsha? What is an Arsha is saying?
Arsha Vidya.
It's good. It is not Harsha Vidya. It is Arsha Vidya. Remember, if you
Arsha
say there is no Arsha Vidya. If your I is a vowel, there is no Arsha Vidya. There is no word Arsha. If
Okay.
if you say Ha as the consonant, Mahaprana, what we saw now, Harsha means Santosha, happiness. The Vidya, which is happiness, no, that is also not the correct one. It is Arsha Vidya. The word Arsha is derived from the word Rishi. Rishehe idam Arsham. That which belongs to Rishi. The knowledge of the Rishi, Brahma Vidya, that is called Arsha Vidya. Okay. It is not Arsha Vidya, it is Arsha Vidya. A is the long vowel. Remember, this is a problem with because ARSHA is let's say Arsha Vidya. The A should have a stroke at the top. The transliteration, it must have a stroke at the top. Otherwise, at least those who don't know the transliteration, at least for them, at least we have to write A. So they will say Otherwise, they will say something to be done. Anyway, it is not Arsha Vidya. Please note. This is common mistake people do. Arsha Vidya. Yes, there Shakara is Murdani Shakara. That's what you're asking. Okay. Any doubts? And did you open the file, PDF file, what I sent?
Yes, sir.
You can take a printout or you can use that as and practice the letters. I think the class pace is all right for you, I think. Or if it is too slow, if you feel, you can speed up also.
No, it is okay, Guruji. It is okay.
Okay.
Because from next class onwards, it will be even more, we will be learning new techniques and letters.
Okay.
We should not get confused.
Okay. So please practice this. The vowels, consonants important. Then later, next class we will see consonant. Next class we will do some reading practice. So when I ask you to do the reading practice, that time you can type your name in the chat box. In the chat box, please don't type any other message except your name. From next class onwards, because we will be doing reading in the class. So any other message, if you can't hear me, there is any problem, then you can WhatsApp me. I'll see the WhatsApp message and respond. So you can let your name only be in the chat box. I request all of you to participate in the class. Okay. And when you participate, let there be no noise around you, even the mic noise or whatever may be. Okay. So we can stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavada.
Thank you. Thank you, Guru.
Dhanyawad.
Thank you, sir.
Dhanyavad, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.